Also, I'd like to thank my mum and dad, who I just don't thank enough, I suppose. And an incredible cast: Joaquin Phoenix, Connie Nielsen, Jarman Honsu, Ralph Muller, Spencer Treat Clark.
Famous co-stars call him Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin, yeah. He is wacko. Listen.
When I sat down face-to-face with the notoriously eccentric superstar.
It was supposed to be closed. It was a trick. It was supposed to go like that, but it was open. Every day I'm telling Joaquin, hey, be quiet.
As he playfully but mercilessly tormented the legendary Duvall between takes.
He's calling Duvall a dinosaur, this, that, and the other. He's like, look at your head, it's peeling. It's like, I mean, he was nonstop.
I really ticked a couple times. He went to my wife and said, I'm really not like this. You'll see I'm a sweet guy when it's off camera, when we're not working.
Did you guys make amends? Everything's fine?
Oh, yeah, no, everything's fine.
Now it's all water under the bridge for Joaquin as We Own the Night hits theaters October 12th.
You work a lot with Joaquin in this one.
Yes.
What was it like working with him, just on an emotional level? How was he?
He is pretty much my dream co-star. He challenged me in every way possible, but would still making me feel safe. Mm-hmm. He made me a better actress, which is really cool.
Yeah. What was the most challenging for you?
Probably...
Besides the eyeliner.
Yeah, exactly. The crimped hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, probably, the opening scene, the sex scene, or the love scene, that was pretty difficult. That was my first love scene.
Oh,
yeah, I'd never done a love scene before, so.
Yeah, well, luckily you had Joaquin there, so
I
it was...
know. Joaquin, he is just the ideal co-star for me because he's right there. He pushes me and he pushes my buttons, and if I wasn't prepared, I couldn't give anything back. You just show up and you're ready to play ball.
That there's something new that Joaquin Phoenix gives you almost every time you work together in a scene.
He's relentless in his pursuit of, just something seems quite simple, but very few people are able to really pull it off, just being in each moment, at each moment, and not striving to be elsewhere. And he doesn't work from vanity, and he's so available. It's always different.
Now you work obviously with the amazing Joaquin Phoenix. Mm-hmm. How sad is it that this is his last film?
Well, I'm not totally convinced this is his last film. I think there might be something going on. Ooh. I'm not sure what, but I don't know. I mean, because did you see him on Letterman?
I did see him on Letterman.
I mean, it was like a performance. It was so brilliant. So I feel like I don't know what he's doing. Maybe it's like a big performance art piece or something.
This is new information because he raps in the film, and it kind of seems quite prophetic now. Did you get a sense that he had real hip hop ambitions?
No, I didn't. No. I mean, he had fun making up his rap in the car, but I'm not sure that he's like, a true hip-hop artist.
So was that all his own? He came up with that?
That was his own. He was actually, he was using the bones from an NWA song, which I knew because I used to listen to them all the time in high school. So some of it is from that, but then he was adding his own stuff, and it was very funny.
So what did you think when you saw Ben Stiller making fun of him at the Oscars?
I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was really funny. It was good.
I guess it's weird having worked with him, but how different is that man we're seeing now with the beard to the one you worked with in the film?
Joaquin is just kind of an enigma. It's hard to understand him even when he's like sort of normal. But he's so lovely and he's so brilliant, and he's just a very eccentric guy. You never really know what he's up to.
Thank you to all my brothers and sisters in the Screen Actors Guild. I'm very happy to be in this room with you tonight. Deepest respect to my fellow nominees. He's probably not looking in tonight, but Joaquin, you're a remarkable actor, and I'm sorry you're not with us this evening.
The unfortunate thing about this situation is what's happening right here.
No.
What, the mustache or just...
Hit it.
You rock that mustache.
It's actually not real.
Really?
No.
You could easily grow it. You got a nice healthy beard there. Did you enjoy the mustache?
What do you think, Avery?
I think you probably did not enjoy it. It was probably itchy, right?
No.
Or did you enjoy it?
I'm not sure.
He's not sure.
I'm not
Did
sure.
you enjoy the mustache?
Sure.
Are you sure?
I enjoy everything about Joaquin.
Explain the relationship between Theodore and Amy. What do their characters have in common when the film opens?
Heavy sex. That's not true, actually.
It's a friendship. Yeah.
And he's, his instinct is kind of very special because I guess he's, it's closer to an animal instinct than to a human being instinct, which makes it more, which makes it deeper, bigger in a way. And his instinct, from what I saw, is never wrong, even if sometimes he fights against it because the self-esteem that he has is not high, as high as his instinct, and I felt very lucky to watch him work, to watch him questioning himself about his character, about the movie, and that was a very interesting period of time, and we were very lucky to have it, to be able to rehearse for 2 weeks. Even though he questions his instinct, there's something stronger about this instinct and this animal thing that that sometimes his brain wants to control. And I remember he would start to say something, and he would say, "No, that this, it doesn't matter. It's not. It must be stupid or something." And James would really ask him to speak, to say what he wanted to say, and each time it was spot on, right. So I started to, when he didn't want to say something that was coming out of his, not as his brain, but his system, it was always right. So.
Like a fantastic cast. There's so many great people in this movie. What an amazing ensemble. I mean, fantastic. But working with somebody like Joaquin, you know, he really embodies every character. It's just like, you know, what was it like, Owen, for you to work with him?
Well, this was the first time that I had worked with him, and it's, you know, such a great character that he's playing, Doc, and so just doing those scenes and you know, working with Paul was exciting.
Yeah, how about for you? Did you click immediately with Joaquin? Did it work immediately when you started to work?
Yeah, I mean, he was just so warm. I mean, he was just so generous and welcoming. I mean, we were basically sitting at a table together for pretty much, you know, the entire morning. So it was just, you know, I mean, I feel like I felt like kind of part of it. I only had a couple days on set, really. I'm sure there's a lot of people coming in and out, and he just has this very, let's just play kind of energy, you know, which I really love.
I don't think there's anyone who's more alive on camera than Joaquin. He's very, very compelling to watch.
For us, for John and I think it became about how do we develop a communication and a way of being that is similar to what these brothers have.
Not only these scenes that we did together, but we also were traveling to work together. There were periods of time when we were living in the same apartment together.
Harry Styles?
Oh, Drake.
Okay. I don't think anyone's gonna beat Drake.
No, Drake.
Drake, we're sticking with Drake. Liev Schreiber?
Yeah, Drake.
Okay.
Hi, Drake.
Chance the Rapper?
Drake.
How many times can we say Drake?
Even though this is not a... Oh, Joaquin.
Joaquin Phoenix?
I have a soft spot for Joaquin.
Really?
Phoenix.
Do you?
I do. Joaquin. Hi, Joaquin.
Wow. All right, now we've moved to Joaquin.
Oh my gosh. Joaquin.
The Weeknd?
No, Joaquin.
All right. Jared Leto?
No, I'm sticking with Joaquin.
All right. Lenny Kravitz?
No, I'm sticking.
All right. Yeah, but you said you were sticking with Drake. Okay, now it's Joaquin. Okay. Let's bring him out. Joaquin, they were all back there.
No, because then I'm gonna get like, hi.
You're in 2 giant movies coming out back to back that everybody's talking about. The Irishman with Martin Scorsese, and also Joker.
Yeah.
With Joaquin Phoenix. And is it Todd Phillips directing?
Yes, Todd Phillips.
But in Joker, well, first of all, how's Joaquin to play with?
He was terrific. Yeah, he was great. Yeah.
He was good, right? And in the film, you kind
I
of...
don't like what he does to me, but I like...
I think Joaquin, as a performer, is very playful, and he loves to explore. At least on this set, he was constantly finding new things, and I think the Joker, when he becomes the Joker, is inherently sort of this playful person or creature almost, and I think Joaquin brings a lot of that while also bringing a lot of humanity to a role that I think we would usually kind of keep at arm's length, and so yeah, I think he brings a lot of soul to it.
It's a beautifully acted film. Obviously, you're fantastic in it. Joaquin Phoenix is transformative. His body is. I'm happy you did not have to do that.
Yeah.
And I read he ate an apple a day.
Yeah.
Was that then weird when you had sort of lunch break for everybody that you guys were eating human meals and he was?
He usually disappeared during lunch, but on set we always have something called crafty, which is just food available for everyone else because you're around for 12 hours a day. And I was pretty unabashedly kind of eating my way through the day, but he would sometimes cheat too and have like 3 pretzels and then run off.
There was a scene where he looked a little flabby, and I thought that was probably a pretzel day.
Pretzel day for sure.
When the Joker got real chubby in this one scene.
Yeah. There's a scene we had in the dressing room where, you know, he's just been fired and he's meant to be leaving. And one time he decided to come back in and punch the clock, literally.
I forgot to punch out.
And smashed it off the wall, and we're all just kind of like, wow. Yeah, there's some great characters, but Joaquin is just phenomenal. I've never seen anything like it. I think he just throws himself into a role more than anyone I've ever seen. And yeah, it's quite gut-wrenching at moments, and it's just so believable.
He embodies the skin of that guy. I mean, when you go to work in the morning, he's very nice. We say hello in the morning and we say goodnight at night. But once he gets in those clothes and comes out of his trailer, he's Arthur Fleck. It was impressive to watch, and I can't wait for the audiences to see his work, because I think and Todd obviously has an amazing vision of this character and the story itself. So, and also getting to play the richest man in Gotham was fun. I love working with Todd. I mean, he was really gracious to me. I mean, when I met him, I was working on True Detective, and he was like, well, say hello to Nick for me. And then, you know, I got the part, and then I showed up, and it was just about the work, you know? I mean, he's a consummate professional. When I showed up initially in New York, and I was just doing wardrobe, he brought me to the set, and he goes, watch this. He made me watch Joaquin. And I said, yeah, that's deep.
Well, first of all, he's one of our greatest actors, so that helps. And he brings an incredible vulnerability and a lot of pain in all of his work throughout his career, and certainly here was no exception.
I'll tell you, it's the best script I've ever read. Working with Joaquin that's why I wanted to do the movie. He's so in it, and it's really what the art form is about. And it's, from reading the script, it's like an amazing cautionary tale.
You get an actor like that, you know you're going to have a plethora of takes and points of view and ways to go and modulations. And then it's just about honing that, musically in the edit. It was so much fun to work on the edit of his stuff. It's what you wish for as a director.